Alright, you ready, Freddie?
Let's do this, player.
Alright, everybody, it is Monday, May the 27th, 2019. Tommie D is in the motherfucking building, Couch Talk Studios. You're back.
Oh, back in action.
One of my favorite people to have on the show. Also one of my favorite artists in the city. I love what you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
I like bumping and vibing to what you got going. I know you just sparked that. Perfect. That's the only way to start a smoke break. Where can people find you before we really get into some thought-provoking shit?
You can find me on Instagram at TOMMIE_D904. You can find me on Twitter at itsdingy, ITSDINGY.
Dude, I love how it's dingy, and then I got my dog, it's Dinky.
Exactly.
DINKY.
Player shit.
Hell yeah. Alright. So, what's going on? You just put out that album. How long ago was it? A month? Month and a half?
Yeah, it was about, it was 420. That's when I dropped
420.
it. Yeah.
Man, it's crazy how time's moving the way that it is.
It's already about to be June.
Do you think that because, like, okay, you think that time is just a measurement of things happening within a space, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it keeps track of what's happening, basically, and at what times and all that, obviously, hence the word time. Do you think that things literally are moving faster because more things are happening now than ever in a moment? Like, when humans were first getting started, like, there's literally more human interaction going on right this second than there was a year's worth back in, you know, for probably 80%, 90% of human existence. So do you think that we feel, like, our sense of time really does feel so much more sped up and faster than our ancestors?
It's the distractions that we have that'll kill time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at...
But that's still doing something.
Yeah. Well, but you think back in the days, they really didn't have much to tell time. They told time by, like, the sun and shit, how it moves.
Yeah.
So, like, that's a rotation that we never feel. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, you got distractions that you can be watching TV and before you know it is 7 o'clock, you know?
Yeah. I personally have fallen out of that. That's one thing. Podcasts have gotten me, like, really removed from binge watching television. Like, I for real cannot watch 3 hours.
Yeah, I watch the games. That's about it. I don't really watch as much television.
I've given up on sports this year.
Yeah.
It's been great, man. I still am with my golf, don't get me wrong. I'm still watching golf all the time. That's my shit. But I haven't watched any basketball.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any football. So I gave up on the Jaguars after we beat the Patriots.
Yeah.
Not because of the Jags, because of the way that the games are being called now.
Yeah.
Like, it's 3rd and 4, you get a big stop, and then there's some bullshit-ass penalty.
Yeah.
Whether it favors the Jags or it favors the other team, it ruins the momentum of the game, dude. And it's so unenjoyable to watch.
It definitely kills the vibe, especially once there's a flow going through the game. I hate when the referees slow it down, especially in basketball.
Dude, do you think that the NFL is going to continue to get softer? Or do you think they're going to realize that, like, okay, we're kind of ruining this, we got to find a happy medium?
Well, I think they are going to continue to do what the fans want. So long as, like...
What do the fans want? Offense?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They want to score points because they want to see the celebrations and touchdowns. Every now and then we'll like to see a defensive play, but the more points, the more celebrations.
Yeah. It is crazy how, like, if you watch top 10 plays during the NFL season, they're all offense and then, like, one interception.
Yeah.
That's, like, sick. But they don't highlight, like, big hits anymore. They don't highlight big stops anymore, you know? It's all just about offensive possessions. That's literally the only highlights they show. Like, if you're watching a highlight package of the Jags versus the Bengals, they're either going to show the Jags scoring or the Bengals scoring. They're not going to show the Jags stopping the Bengals.
Exactly.
They're not going to show the Bengals stopping the Jags. It's all centered towards the offense.
That's how it is.
Is that a bad thing?
It's a bad thing when it's not working. I feel like that. Cause look at the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once the offense started slowing down, they couldn't do shit. You know.
See, I didn't even watch the Rams play a single fucking game last year.
Yeah.
Not that Kansas City game. Nothing. And you know what? I don't feel like I missed out on anything.
Yeah.
And I love sports.
Yeah.
I grew up,
I don't know.
like as a kid,
Yeah.
I watched Sports Center and ESPN 80% of the time, and then I'd watch Nickelodeon. I didn't fuck with Cartoon Network. I did not fuck with Disney. I was Nickelodeon and fucking Sports Center. That's it. Sports Center, man, is just not how it used to be.
At all. It done became like the little popularity type of thing.
It's really weird. Like, it seems like, so, advertising ruins everything. Because you know they're just trying to please their advertisers, because it matters more than ever to have advertisers now, because people aren't watching the way they used to.
Exactly.
So you need to have those advertisers and keep them. And advertising ruined radio.
Yeah.
And made television super popular.
Exactly.
And now television, which not now, it's been ruined. Television being ruined, combine that with the radio, what does that give you? Podcasts.
Exactly.
And now podcasts are being ruined by fucking ads, dude. And I refuse to do it. I could monetize, I could go on Anchor, you get $10 for every 1,000 plays. I'd be making nice money, but I'm not fucking doing that, dude.
Yeah,
I hate it.
It's like I said, it's the same in sports with the referees that slow shit down. Like, you really wanna,
dude, in the
watch
middle of a
Even
podcast, motherfuckers will do an ad read. Come on, dude. When it's at the beginning, it's not bad because you can just press the 30-second button.
Yeah.
But
You know,
I don't know. I'm just anti-advertising.
Yeah.
I'm not with it, dude. Like, they ruin everything in the sense that you got to realize that these big-ass advertisers, these companies need to realize that if they lost them, someone else would step in. It's not like... But that is the big fear now, because with these social media, like, cancel culture type shit, where you do something wrong, you slip up one time, and now you're fucked forever. There's no coming back, you know? How do you feel about all that shit going on right now? What do you feel about the way society is going culturally?
I mean, everything biting off of something. So, like, you got the culture vultures, so they call them. And then you got...
Culture vulture.
You got the reverse culture vulture. You got the ones, like, kind of going, like you said, like, Hollywood, so to speak. With the commercialism and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to please certain people that's not even funding that. You trying to jump into a crowd that's not even... At
the end of the day, how many, like, okay, if 500 people get mad on Twitter, that seems like it's this huge deal. Yeah. It's not at all, dude. Fuck them.
That's just 500 to billions.
It's weird how, like, different platforms breed different types of responses and interactions. So, like, I hadn't had YouTube for a while. And when I got on YouTube, all of a sudden, I'm getting comments on videos and messages and all this stuff, and followers be like, oh, and they'll follow me on Instagram and then DM me and be like, hey, dude, I found your stuff. I live in, like, one of the kids came on the podcast via Skype. But, like, YouTube has it to where people are listening and they... Not that they're waiting for you to say something wrong, but the moment that you say something that is incorrect or you don't know the answer to, they instantly are trying to comment and tell you.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
On Instagram, people tell you that's hilarious. You know, people just, that's all it is. It's funny. On Facebook, that's where you're going to get into people telling you that, oh, I don't like this, I disagree.
Yeah.
Like, Facebook is where you see huge comment wars, where on someone's ambiguous post, there's fucking 37 comments. You know? Like, what is that?
Man, that shit crazy. Like, people...
And I've done it, but it's been years.
You know, everybody be trolling. Like, that's all it really be.
Yeah.
People just like
Have you ever gotten into like a real beef fight on social media with the Twitter fingers? I've done it.
I
wasn't.
I don't think
I was
so.
down.
Yeah.
I mean, potentially it's still out there.
Yeah.
But
I don't think so.
I've never done it and not been down.
Yeah.
But I feel like looking back on it, I feel like such a pussy for doing that and such a little bitch, dude. Like, that is a bitch move.
Yeah.
And what are you doing putting that all out on public and shit? On, like, commenting back and forth?
Yeah. For me, like I said, I don't believe I've ever done it, but...
Never once? You've never gotten in any sort of argument?
Oh, no, because, I mean, I can just get off that bit and not even worry about it. So, like, I don't even care. By the time it escalates to that point, you know what I'm saying?
You're up out of there.
Yeah.
You're beyond it. What do you think? Because I know, have you always been that way? Or did you just have this realization from seeing other people do it and you're like, that's whack, like, you look stupid?
Yeah, it was more so like, I never get into it with people like that. Like,
what about in real life? If somebody, let's say there's someone, you're in a grocery line, it's a really long line, and there's some person who sees a headline on a newspaper or on one of those magazines that, and then they say something like racist or some shit.
Yeah.
What would it take to get you to say something to somebody? Not like in a mean way, but just to get into an intellectual conversation about why you think they're wrong.
I don't really talk to people in America because...
Would you ever do it?
Yeah, if the conversation was there, like if I already kind of like said something to you or like you initiate a kind of question about what you read, I may look at it real quick and, well, you know what I mean, back and forth with them real quick, but I mean, when I go to the grocery store, like, if people like me, shit, they trying to get in there and get out.
You put headphones in?
No, I don't no need.
I do it now to listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
And it's always great, but sometimes, obviously, I'm trying to get really stoned and go grocery shopping.
Exactly.
You have to do that. So I do that, and sometimes I'll get into geek mode. And then I'm listening to something really funny, and now I'm cracking up in the grocery store, which isn't a good look, but also very fun for me. I enjoy it. Yeah. I love going to the grocery store alone and putting in headphones and listening to a podcast.
I have to try that.
It's great, dude. Do you, like, fuck with podcasts, like, for real?
Like, I listen to, like, the sports ones and stuff like that. I don't, per se, well, I caught a couple, I'm trying to remember what their name was, because I got them off Instagram, like, on, like, the Explore page, and then I clicked the link and listened to it. I don't listen to it once, but, yeah, I listen to them, depending on, like, what they're about. I read the description and stuff, but other than that, I'm also listening to music.
What are you listening to right now?
Typical, like, old school, you know what I'm saying?
Are you, I am, are you stuck in listening to this music from, like, this part of your life? Like a certain part of your life, like a certain 5-year, 6-year, 7-year, 8-year stretch? Because that's me, dude. I'm in, like, this 9-year stretch.
I can. Like, I fluctuate between all the genres and all the eras and stuff.
Who's, like, a new artist that I should be listening to that's, like, big? Who's, like, a big artist that's new that I should be listening to?
I honestly wouldn't even know.
Did you hit this?
No, I didn't. I didn't know you passed it to me.
I got a lighter.
Oh, Playboy.
Yeah, you know J.O.?
No.
Fat Man shit on Instagram?
No.
Oh, well, he was the guest on the podcast episode, I believe 324. I think you're 325. He was 324. Yeah. He's awesome. But yeah, it's his lighter.
Yeah, he stole it?
No, he left it.
Oh.
Yeah. It was just in my car.
I thought you, he gave me that.
I think it slipped out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Because it was in my seat, like in the passenger seat. And I got a book bag filled with snacks, like all these little goodies. So I pulled that, put it on the seat, and I saw it, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
J.O. left his lighter. J.O. left his lighter.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, dude. He's super cool, man. Like, for real. Is it stuck? Sometimes it'll get stuck in there. That was like a really gentle hit. I respect that. That was nice.
Take it easy.
That was nice. Some people are so aggressive with it. I would consider myself pretty aggressive. But you'll see some people who are like, fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, dude. What, are you hitting a crack pipe?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Woo!
Yeah. That was a decent one. I love that one.
So, tell these people where to listen to your music, and let's go do this episode.
You can listen to my music. Gunna on all platforms. You can also check out most of my music
Spell it.
on SoundCloud. Oh, Gunna, Gunna.
Boom.
Boom, yeah. And like I said, the rest of my music on my SoundCloud. Tommie D.
He's been on the show before. He crushed it. He's going to crush it again. I'm very excited for it. Episode 325. If you're watching this, go check it out. If you are new to this, thank you very much for watching. Go check out the podcast episode. That's what I really do. The smoke break is just something I do for the YouTube people only. So go check it out. You can either watch it or listen on iTunes or SoundCloud. Search Couch Talk. You'll see it. Go to patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk if you'd like to help support the show in terms of finances. You can do $1 once, $1 a month, any amount of money, any amount of times. Patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk. You can also email me. It is cjcouchtalk@gmail.com if you have any questions, comments, insults, or would like to be a guest. And you can also follow me on Instagram and slide in the DMs for the exact same. It is at CJ Couch Talk. How do you spell it? C is in Christ, J is in Jesus, C is in Christ, O is in ostrich, U is in uranium, C is in Christ, H is in horses, T is in tantalizing, A is in ass, L is in labia, K is in kaboom. That's how you spell CJ Couch Talk. That's how you do a smoke break. We're about to show you how you do a fucking podcast. We're out of here. Love ya. Bye.